Watch Ghana. Thank you very much for your time. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
I hope you're well.
I'm doing very good, yourself.
I am also doing well. I wonder what the Election Watch Ghana's opinion is on what was disclosed by the Presidency yesterday.
A very good morning to you and to our cherished listeners. Let me also introduce you to my fellow Venezuelans working on social media. I find that Election Watch got so disappointed yesterday over the release and the decision made by the Chief Justice not finding a prima facie in the petition brought before him by the suspension of the electoral commissioners, i.e., Madam Jenmen and Mr. Reportman, representative. Despite this outcome, we want to take emphatically and make it known to all well-meaning Ghanaians that the perception, which most of them are evidence-based, that the commission is incompetent and biased, and I mean these three top officers were incompetent and biased, this outcome does not exonerate them. What we are saying is that the lack of action suggests that government is rather prioritizing institutional stability over the integrity of our electoral process. And we think that the attempt to put back the public trust in the judiciary at the expense of the electoral commission and the glaring shortcomings of the electoral commission is problematic to the country. The fact still remains that the EC laws are public. The conduct of the electoral commission, the administrative decisions, and the constitutional duties that they have committed are very glaring. And the petitions that were brought before the president, subsequently forwarded to the Chief Justice, raises legitimate concerns. Legitimate concerns that need to be addressed. And in addressing some of these issues, we believe that we would find an amicable solution to the long-standing challenges we have with individuals who are appointed to the electoral commission and how incompetent they behave, their level of bias, and their lack of transparency with accountability. And in this case, these attributes makes this top official unfit for the office. And so we are very much disappointed. However, our disappointment also goes to the petitioners, because these are evidence-based issues, and whatever evidences that you need to have attached to your petition should have been part of it. But that is not to say that issues that were raised in the petition are untrue. At a point, the electoral commission, per its administrative decisions, and many perceived to be deliberate, sidelined the people of Santoko, Free, Lulubi, and Asmak, a representation in parliament. This is against their human rights. Administrative decisions taken by the electoral commission over how to count and collate results led the death of about 7 people in Techiman South. A commission is expected to be of high and moral standard with high level of competence. In 2020, how many times did Madam Jenmen announce the results? How many times? And others, I hear them say they are just tabulating errors. Of course, it will be tabulating errors because you said they tabulated with how do you call it? What they didn't use the right tools to do the tabulation. They tabulated with Cora Draw. How possible could you tabulate data with Cora Draw when you have Excel? Input in the figures and they will generate the result. This the commission could not do. And we are talking about figures. 50 plus 1 in our constitution can make one a president. So if people are thinking that mere tabulations cannot warrant the suspension of a commissioner, then I'm sorry. The decision by the Chief Justice is only going to set a bad precedent where people will therefore not consider competence as one of the key values of the Electoral Commission. People will then begin to do different things altogether, all because at the end of the day, the Supreme Court will not find any reason to establish a prima facie. In 2024, there was a limited legislation exercise. And as our democracy grows, we explore other international strategies and adopt more humane approaches where we can be able to send democracy to the doorstep of our people. Why did you see us doing the limited legislation? At the district offices. And so people would have to travel far to form a queue. And most of them were not able to have their cards the same day, and they would have to go back because they didn't go through or complete the process. Do you know the number of people this decision? The number of people this decision had them disenfranchise them from taking part of the electoral process?
But Mark, you have also not have you filed a petition with the CJ?
We did not file a petition with the CJ.
So perhaps
so,
what you are, have you seen any of the petitions though?
There is only one I have cited.
Okay. And were you convinced that that petition discloses a strong cause of action?
I mean, one point the petition raised was about the Sancho Fee, the Lubi and Akpa. Depriving the people of Sancho Fee and the area 4 solid years of representation in Parliament. A serious constitutional disorder against human rights. So if the Chief Justice is saying, yes, there are some constitutional and administrative challenges, what are the challenges? We need to know so we can further reforms. We need serious reforms. But if you are saying these are challenges but does not warrant, what specifically led to the suspension of Madam Charlotte? I am not just opposing what is happening today and in the past time. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I am trying to establish the fact that the level of integrity that the Electoral Commission had, these officers, Madam GMC and the coup, have destroyed that integrity. And they must not be given any opportunity to be there. Is it that we want to save the image of the judiciary? Because in the past, we know that the judiciary was so biased. The judiciary lost faith with the people. And that led to the suspension of Madam Tokoni. Are we trying to save institutional stability over electoral competence and integrity? I'm sorry.
You suspect that this is what is being done, that there's a prioritization of institutional stability over what you said, institutional integrity and competence?
Everybody knows here in Ghana, the new Patriotic Party General Secretary Justin Kodua made it known that following issues surrounding the conduct of the electoral commissioners, these individuals are not fit for purpose. The national chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Johnson Ketia, after the 2024 general elections when they had won, made it known. Many Ghanaians and well-meaning Ghanaians who understand the process and know about the process have also made similar statements. It is certainly that Madam Jenmensa and her court cannot redeem the integrity and the image of the Electoral Commission. And if the Chief Justice, I'm sure has been in Ghana, is aware of this, which is public knowledge, then this shouldn't have been the outcome. It means that, indeed, prioritization of institutional stability is what is being considered over electoral integrity.
I see. But you said that still does not wash the EC clean of the fact that they've demonstrated incompetence and bias over the period.
Exactly. And these are knowledge, these are open, clear knowledge that everyone knows. The level of incompetence demonstrated by Madam Jenmensa is not washed. It is still there. So let no one deceive us.
But would you consider putting in a petition yourself?
Very well. Very well sure about that.
Yeah. You're thinking about it?
Yes. We engaged our lawyers yesterday. We would be meeting today to also look at getting all the other petitions, the 7 petitions. We look into it and we expound it. Perhaps they didn't have evidence to those cases. We have had long-standing issues and battles with the Electoral Commission, and our documents are from the Right to Information Commission, which clearly indicates a lot of administrative breaches and constitutional breaches that this commission have engaged in. So we will definitely submit power.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us, Mark. Mark AWUSI is election watch with Election Watch Ghana, joining us on the line, sharing their views on the decision was communicated yesterday by the president that the CJ has disclosed to them and written to them officially to tell them that all the 7 petitions that they received that were seeking the removal of the EC chair and her deputies, and also the office of the special prosecutor, disclose no prima facie case. On the face of it, they don't make a strong enough case for him to decide to set up a committee to go into the details of what they were alleging.
I can turn your wildest ideas into a song. Just describe it in a few words, choose a style, and let me